are back to tell you
who wrote it. So our lyric from yesterday was from our song Perfect Sense from our album Vintage Gone Viral Deluxe. And the lyric was,
so let's just take it one step at a time, if that's all right with you.
And I swear to you that then in the end, it'll make perfect sense.
For those who guessed AJ,
you were wrong.
This one was all
This
me.
song was all Natalie. Natalie, would you like to tell us a little bit about?
Yeah, absolutely. So when COVID happened and the world shut down, AJ and I sadly got separated for a little bit. And we spent the majority of our time writing songs and sending them back and forth. And so this was one of the creations that came from that time spent apart. It's not very cryptic. The words are pretty straightforward. And if you look into it, you'll realize it's me coming to the understanding that all the pain and the heartbreak that I felt in previous relationships that ended suddenly made perfect sense because I now know that it all happened so that I could find the one, which is AJ. And that's really it. It's just me explaining to AJ that, you know, she makes perfect sense in my life, and, you know, everything that I've been through was meant to happen, was meant to be, so that I could find my way to her.
Yeah, so there's two versions of this song on our album, actually.
Oh, yes, there is.
The one that is at the end of the album, the Angels version, is actually the original. That is the way the original song sounded. So Natalie wrote it on piano.
Very ballad-like, dramatic.
The one that we put yesterday in our Who Wrote It video is actually called The Devil's Rewrite. So when we were tracking this song...
I was going to say, we need to give the viewers an explanation of the angel devil reference.
When we were tracking this song, we did it on MIDI. And
because we unfortunately did not have a grand piano.
Yeah, so we would tracking through the keyboard, and for some reason the notes got squished. It was like tracking through in a way that all the notes clumped together. And I was like, at first I was just so confused, and it sounded so horrible to me because I knew how it was supposed to sound, and I was like, why are all these notes happening at the same time?
And I hated it because it's like
awful.
The masterpiece you create just gets skewed. And I was very upset.
Then I started listening to it a couple more times, and I was like, actually, this could work, like with a little bit of a jazz feel. And we started making the joke that the devil was messing with our equipment,
music,
and that's how it ended up that way. And so that's why we call it The Devil's Rewrite. But we ended up taking it and going with it because it sounded so good once we kind of understood how to produce it in that way.
Well, you started adding all these other instruments to it.
Yeah, and I gave it this like walking bass line, and it turned out great. And so we were like, well, you know, this is happening. So we ended up putting both on the album. I was like, well, we can't get rid of the other one because that's like the original way to song sound. And I love both of them, truthfully, the ballad version and then the Devil's Rewrite. They both work for me, so I couldn't imagine not having either one of them on the album.
Yeah, so true.
It turned out pretty good.
Yeah. So you will have to give both a listen and let us know which one you prefer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next week.